Hi, you are watching my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Kamran. So today I have invited a guest in this vlog and I'm going to discuss her life, her visions, her goals, and most importantly, her field. Hi and welcome. We are delighted to have Bushra Zainab here today. Bushra, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, first of all, and thank you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity.
All right. Bushra, could you please tell us what inspired you to pursue a career uh, as a
Voice marketing.
trainer, assistant manager, content development at Nexus Corporation, and quality assurance officer as well? And definitely, perhaps, share a bit about your journey, which helps you to leading up to your current role.
It all started basically when I graduated from NED. I'm a graduate of NED from 2018. And if I tell you that it was not a very conscious decision to join this field, it all happened just naturally. When after graduation, I was applying for different jobs and all. So I didn't even have this idea कि इस तरह की कोई फील्ड होती है या ऐसा कोई करियर बना सकता है इस फील्ड में कोई तो but when I applied तो I got selected for this job. तो उस वक्त सिर्फ मैंने यही सोच के ज्वाइन की थी कि okay, it will be a very different experience, so I should do it. But when I entered this field, I did it, although it was frustrating, obviously क्योंकि workload की वजह से या जब आप नए होते हैं किसी भी चीज़ में तो it gets difficult for you to manage. But within 1 month, I knew that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna because I was very enjoying my work. एंड बैक देन इन यूनिवर्सिटी एज वेल तो वहाँ पे भी अगर आप देखें तो डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह स्टूडेंट्स कर रहे होते हैं बट अगेन वहाँ पे एक्सपोजर इतना ज़्यादा नहीं होता. आप थोड़े छोटे लेवल पे कर रहे होते हैं लेकिन जब आप एज ए जॉब कर रहे होते हैं आप क्लाइंट से डायरेक्ट कम्युनिकेशन में होते हैं तो इट वाज समथिंग वेरी इट वाज समथिंग दैट आई एंजॉयड अ लॉट. सो आई न्यू दैट आई एम गोना डू दिस. तो जब मुझे चीज़ें समझ आने लगी कि इसमें करियर बन सकता है सो आई परसूड इट.
That's really great. And when did you find that this can be your career?
When did I find it? Initially, I was doing writing. I was hired as a research analyst. So after 1 year, I did it for 1 year. It was initially like I did enjoy, but I didn't know कि मैं इसमें career बना पाऊंगी या नहीं. I was just experimenting with myself. Like within 1 year, I got promoted as a QA officer. So I would say I give this credit to one of my managers, senior managers of the time, and I call him my mentor as well, who found this thing that I have that thing जो एक QA में होनी चाहिए. So he basically also referred me for a QA position. तो जब मैंने QA करना start किया तो I got to know कि okay, this is something that I can do and I should do. That was particular time because people around me, I was also observing them not everybody put that much detail in their work. So for a QA officer, I guess that the eye the जिसको जो डिटेल में काम देख सके स्कैन कर सके एरर्स को वो बहुत कम लोगों में होती है. तो when I did it, so I thought okay, like this is something that I can pursue.
Okay. Can you describe your approach to training and development? And how do you ensure that your training sessions are engaging and effective for diverse learners?
Obviously, see, my learning approach is where training approach is basically learner focused because when you have a team, you have people with different skills and with different abilities. So for beginners, my approach is to give them foundational skills like from start A B से लेके आप सब चीज़ें उनको सिखा रहे होते हैं with formatting कैसे करनी है, लिखना किस तरह से, टोन क्या होनी चाहिए, grammar, clarity, following the brief guidelines and all. So उनको हम foundational skills से मैं start करती हूँ. But with the experienced one, तो मेरा एक जो हमेशा से रहा है रूल वो ये रहा है कि अपने टीम मेंबर्स के साथ मैंने थोड़ा फ्रेंडली रिलेशनशिप रखना है so that they can come up to me and tell me about anything that they need. So they themselves also identify कि okay, these are the areas of improvement that we need to work on. The seniors one. So जब वो भी अगर हमें आके बताते हैं या I myself identify any kind of any area that I find कि एक particular बंदे में होना चाहिए या lack कर रहा है arrange training sessions from them. ये group में भी होते हैं, one-on-one meetings भी हम conduct कर रहे होते हैं कि अगर किसी को ज़्यादा problem होती है तो it sorts things easily.
And what is communication skills according to you? Because if you talk about the communication skills, nowadays everyone prefers to speak in English. If someone can speak in English, he has a communication skill. Is it true?
Can you please repeat the question?
I'm asking actually, what is communication skill? Because if you talk about the communication skills nowadays in our society, if someone knows how to speak in English in front of the people, and everyone says he has a great communication skills. Do you agree with this, or you disagree like me?
To some extent, yes, but not completely. Because if you have the ability to work, I guess that's what matters the most. But yes, English speaking skills give you a bit edge over other people. Because when you talk to someone, आप देखेंगे English is a universal language, obviously. So when you talk to anybody, the first impression, that's what we call the first impression is the last impression. But
He can
लेकिन
easily get
अगर
the
कोई
job
आपके
if
साथ
he
एक long
knows
term में काम कर
how
रहा है तो
to speak in English, right?
No. I don't think so. That's not the criteria. I don't think so. Any organization works with that criteria that you can get a job if you have good English speaking skills. No, you should have the skills for that.
Okay, but they actually prefer this kind of thing, which I have observed so much time that if someone have a communication skills and he doesn't know how to speak in English like a native speaker, even though they know that we are living in Pakistan, so we cannot be native like them, but they want an American accent, they want fluency like Americans because they always say it's a job requirement. So why you are not giving him a chance in training session? He can get his communication skills very soon.
And then it totally depends on the candidate, I guess, that how he or she can influence their thinking about it. कि वो कितना dedicated है ये उनको समझाने में कि as he can do, because there are certain jobs जहाँ पे requirement होती है when you are directly communicating with the client. अगर आपका international client है तो obviously if you don't have the communication skills, how will you communicate him? So there are certain jobs, but since like if you're talking about my department, obviously English writing skills are important, but communication obviously it's not that much important because we are not directly like in communicating the client and all. So I think that's matters in certain kind of fields. Like in marketing, I feel that it's very important to have communication skills because you have to do networking and all. So yeah, for that it's important.
It makes sense actually. All right. As the assistant manager for content development at Nexus Corporation, what strategies do you use to create high quality content? Can you share a recent project you led and its impact on your target audience?
As an assistant manager, I think my approach is a multi-step approach. जिसमें मैं सारी ही चीज़ें इंश्योर कर रही होती हूँ, that's where the roles of different people come. As a मैं QA भी देख रही होती हूँ, as a trainer भी देख रही होती हूँ. So initially it was obviously difficult, but later it got all sorted with the passage of time. You find it easier कि आप किस तरह से उसको manage कर सकते हैं. So I make sure कि जो भी हमारा deliver हो रहा है customer को काम, उसमें quality हो, proper quality check होते हैं. Quality check से पहले हम ये चीज़ ensure करते हैं कि compliance होनी चाहिए, grammar, clarity, like everything is in place before the delivery and the orders are being delivered on time. So yeah, and I also make sure as an assistant manager that is my duty कि मैं उसको make sure करूँ कि जो भी मेरे writers हैं, they are communicating with their team leads and with their quality assurance officers, and if there is anything that should be come in confidence with the senior management, तो वहाँ तक उनकी communication हो पा रही है. Because obviously when you are in a work environment, तो different लोग होते हैं, different mindset होते हैं. बहुत से टीम लीड्स होते हैं या QAs होते हैं who are not very friendly with each other, तो वो नहीं जो टीम मेंबर्स होते हैं उनको उस तरह
Mm. All right.
कोप कर पा रहे
Mm.
हैं या उनकी मैनेजर का काम जाइए.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on. How do you incorporate quality assurance practices into content development?
As a quality assurance officer, again, there are 3 to 4 things that I have to make sure that they are being in the work. First of all, compliance, that's very important. Anything that the customer wants, every client has a different details and every client has different क्राइटेरिया उसके अकॉर्डिंग चाहिए होता है. तो हम मेक श्योर करते हैं कि भाई कंप्लाइंस प्रॉपर हो. उसके बाद सिंस इट्स बेस्ड ऑन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, सो जिस भी लैंग्वेज में आप उस चीज़ को कंटेंट को लिख रहे होते हैं, यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट द ग्रामर इज इन लाइन, द फॉर्मेटिंग गाइडलाइंस, बिकॉज एवरी पेपर और एवरी kind of content needs a different kind of formatting. So I have to make sure that it is in line that. And last but most important, कि जो आपका काम है वो within deadlines deliver हो रहा हो.
And what do you do for fun if you find a time, free time? So what is your routine in that free time? For fun and entertainment.
Sorry, what is my routine?
What do you do for fun?
What I do for fun, I usually watch movies sometimes, or I usually go for dine-in. It's something that makes me happy. Food.
Food. What is your favorite food?
Lasagna.
Mm.
I like Italian foods more, so I go for that. Pastas and all.
Pasta. And do you know how to cook?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Then when you are gonna invite me for that?
When as soon as I get time for that.
All right. As soon as you get a time for that, it means you are not gonna invite me.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. Balancing your roles as a trainer, assistant manager for content development, and quality assurance officer can be challenging. How do you prioritize your tasks and manage your time effectively to excel in all 3 roles?
As I told you earlier, initially it was difficult to manage the time, with all the roles in a day. But with the passage of time, you get used to it. It becomes easier for you to manage. But ये होता है कि since like at the start of the day, ये देखना होता है कि जी कौन सी चीज़ पहले जानी है, कोई ऑर्डर है आपका जो अर्जेंट है, so we have to make sure that उसकी अर्जेंट डिलीवरी हो सके विद इन टाइम. अगर कोई ट्रेनिंग सेशंस इन लाइन है, स्केड्यूल है, तो वी हैव टू मेक श्योर कि वो उस टाइम पर हो रहा है. लेकिन अगर उससे पहले हमें ज़रूरत है कि जी हमें ऑर्डर सेंड करना है, तो वी कैन रीस्केड्यूल इट. तो दैट्स हाउ आई मैनेज टाइम बाय प्रायोरिटाइजिंग थिंग्स. एंड अगर ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो फिर ऑब्वियसली अपने जो थोड़े बहुत जो आपकी जॉब रोल्स होते हैं वो हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट भी कर लेते हैं विद अदर पीपल ऑब्वियसली.
Like the fields of training, content development, and quality assurance are constantly evolving. How do you stay updated with the latest trends and best practices in these areas?
Yes, obviously, to keep myself updated, I usually read books, a lot of books, because as a content, if you're working in a content department, reading books is very important since it gives you a lot of vocabulary. And apart from vocabulary, latest updates about the work you've been doing. So I read books. I attend different courses which are easily available. And in my organization, if in my department, if we talk about that, I would say that अभी अगर आपने देखा recently कि AI का बहुत ज़्यादा trend चला है, ChatGPT and all. तो we had 2 choices for that. One was कि हम उसको completely prohibit कर दें, अपने काम में उस चीज़ को ना लेकर आएं, और second ये था कि हम उसका एक effective use कर सकें. So we went for the latter one, और हमने उसको उसके लिए training sessions conduct किए. एंड मैंने अपने मैनेजर वगैरह से भी हेल्प ली इस चीज़ में। हमने सेशंस कंडक्ट किए और जो भी हमारे राइटर्स थे उनको हमने इस चीज़ पे उनको नॉलेज दी कि किस तरह से हम इफेक्टिवली यूज़ कर सकते हैं, नॉट टू टोटली डिपेंड ऑन दैट बट टू मेक इट्स पॉजिटिव, इट्स इफेक्टिव यूज़ इट, बिकॉज इट कैन सेव अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम। और उसको हम ये भी नहीं करते कि हम प्रॉपर डिपेंडेंट हो जाएं उसके ऊपर। वी क्रॉस चेक द डेटा, द डिटेल्स विद द external research as well.
Can you discuss a specific instance where your work as quality assurance officer significantly improved the outcome of a content development project?
And not I can't tell you about any one, but I can tell you about collectively, because we work on a lot of projects simultaneously. So we get customers with who are very skeptical about their details, and they have tight deadlines. So in such circumstances we work like the entire team work as one unit. कि उसमें फिर हम ये नहीं देख रहे थे कि जी अब मैनेजर है तो वो काम नहीं करेगा, या असिस्टेंट मैनेजर है तो वो ये काम नहीं कर सकता, या क्यूए है तो उसमें फिर आई मेक श्योर कि जो मेरे राइटर्स हैं उनको वो स्पेस मिल रही हो कि जिसमें वो इजीली उस वर्क उस टाइम लिमिट में काम कर सके। तो आई शेयर द बर्डन एज वेल, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली व्हेन द डेडलाइंस आर टाइट तो आपकी कंप्लायंस इश्यूज आते हैं। सो वी हैव टू मेक श्योर कि वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट इवनली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो सकें और हम क्वालिटी वर्क डिलीवर कर सकें विद इन टाइम। सो उसका फीडबैक ऑब्वियसली बहुत अच्छा आता है। बहुत सारे हमारे क्लाइंट्स ऐसे हैं जो लॉन्ग टर्म में हैं, जिनके साथ हमारा एक लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशनशिप बिल्ड हो सकता है। तो ऑब्वियसली वो एक पॉजिटिव फीडबैक है, उसी वजह से हमारे पास क्लाइंट्स दोबारा आ रहे होते हैं।
And what steps did you take to identify and resolve quality issues, and what were the results?
Basically I tell each of the writers जो काम कर रहे होते हैं उनसे फिर हम वन ऑन वन मीटिंग में करते हैं। जो भी इश्यूज होते हैं वो हम उनको I basically make comments on that, give them feedback about it, what can be resolved with and how, obviously that's more important. तो उनसे डिस्कशन करने के बाद फिर it gets resolved.
All right. Usha, thank you so much for joining us today. It was wonderful having you here and learning from your experiences. But before I wrap up,
It was pleasure talking to you.
But before I wrap up, is there anything you would like to share with our audience, or any message you would like to leave them with?
With the audience, I guess I would advise them to never stop learning and make sure that whatever you do it with your full heart, your full effort, and with proper commitment, because commitment is something that can set you apart from in the industry. So make sure that you are being committed to whatever you do. Now, it doesn't matter in which field you are working, but these are some of the things. Be disciplined. Discipline is something very important. These are certain things which can make you which can basically set you apart from your peers.
That's a lovely piece of advice you have given to us. Any suggestion or any message for me?
Okay, for you, never stop exploring and explore new ideas and new formats for your podcast. And the platform that you have, I guess it's the biggest asset through which you can make a very positive change in the society. And yes, one suggestion is that when you because since you invite people from different walks of life, it would be very beneficial for the younger generation who are graduating from universities, कि उनको ये पता हो कि उनको अगर कोई करियर सेलेक्ट करना है तो वो किस तरह से करना है। Usually अगर आप देखें तो the students जो निकलते ग्रेजुएट्स होके, they know what they want to do but they don't know how to do it.
I was
So
also the victim
since
of
you
that
have
when I
guessed,
was a student. Still, I am not
yes,
at a position
I
of,
think
I don't know what to do in the future. You are absolutely right. I am actually telling this in a live podcast. This is actually the thing. We have a lack of career counseling in our society, and we have to create an institutions like a career counseling when someone graduated from the university. So he should know what he wants to do and what he made for that.
Yes, and for that, the important thing is that how they have to do it. Uh, the minor details that are important for to get into that field. I think that's very important. And since your guest comes from different walks of life, so it would be very beneficial to ask them how they entered and what sort of counseling they can provide to the students for such students. So it will be very beneficial for them.
Thank you so much, Bushra, once again for your participation, for your time. And I have learned a lot of new things from your side, and I'm going to apply it in my life as well. And the person and the people who will watch this podcast, watch this interview, it is going to help you to their life to apply these strategies. Then you can be successful in coming days or in near the future. Thank you so much once again. Have a lovely day, Bushra.
Thank you.
Take care. Allah
Same to you.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.